Now, there seems to be no end in sight as the former governor of Rivers State, Wike, and his successor, Governor Fubara, are locking horns in a show of supremacy. The fallout has caused pockets of violence in the state, which have intensified since Sunday. While some members of the State House of Assembly have been suspended, new speaker elected and the chief judge of the state removed, the governor has vowed that he is ready to resist any attempts to remove him or deprive the people of their mandate. Now we have joining us from River State, a rice correspondent, Andy Omano. He's been on the ground giving us a blow-by-blow account of the situation in the state. It's great to have you. Very warm welcome to the program, Andy. Now, will you let us know, of course, we've seen all of the events that have transpired in the past 24 hours. What is the current state of affairs in Port Harcourt? Is there calm at the State House of Assembly?
Yeah, thank you so much, Indai. The situation in Rivers State, specifically in Port Harcourt, the state capital, is much better than we had yesterday. Yesterday, the state capital was upside down politically. What do I mean by that? There was apprehension, there was palpable fear because everybody was on the edge. And they were on the edge because the two major political dramatists personnel were at each other's throat as at yesterday. That is the incumbent governor of Rivers State and also the immediate past governor, who is today the Federal Capital Territory Minister, the person of Wike. But the situation is a little bit better today because that palpable fear is dousing gradually. And apart from that, everybody, unlike yesterday, that people couldn't get across to their offices to do their legitimate duty, a good chunk of the Rivers people resident in Port Harcourt today are in their offices. But the only change is that youths and people of different divides are continuing to pop into the state capital in solidarity with the government of the day. But for insecurity, for palpable fear that was there yesterday, is no longer there. But of course, we are very safe and we are trying to run with the speed of light. As I speak with you now, I am in front of Government House. Government House had two entrances, the back gate and the front gate. I am talking to the entire world from the front gate of Government House in Port Harcourt. What you can see here is an array of different personalities, youths especially, who are here drumming support for the incumbent governor of Rivers State in the person of Sir Fubara. Over to you.
Well, we certainly hear you, Andy, and it's good to know that things are relatively peaceful. When do we expect to hear any address from the governor based on how things have cooled down, today?
Okay, there hasn't been any word from the governor today, and that is understandable because when this political crisis grew into when it got out of hand yesterday, there's been different types of mediators trying to see how they can calm the political tempest that is in the teacup of Rivers State. As I speak with you today now, the elders, they call themselves elder statesmen in Rivers State. They are in their way to Abuja, on their way I should say, excuse me. They are on their way to Abuja in order to meet with the immediate past governor, who is today FCT minister. So it's understood because the governor, who ordinarily was supposed to address the press yesterday after the State Security Council meeting, he presided over for hours, did not. Why? Because he said he was meeting with this elder statesman and he cannot come to address the press. So as I speak with you today, we've not heard from the governor, but it is understood, probably because there are a lot of intermediators coming into this political crisis brewing, and it will be very out of place for him to start talking. It does look like as if he is not a listening governor. Remember, there can be no leader without the lead. Over.
Right. Now, what sense are you getting from this trip to Abuja? Because, of course, there are some quarters who are saying that this is the current governor's attempt to emancipate himself from the clutches of the minister of the FCT. Now, with going to Abuja and meeting with him and possibly meeting with other stakeholders, is this an indication that there's still unity and union, good rapport between that relationship?
Hello, the governor is not the one on his way to Abuja to meet with his predecessor. The man those who are on their way to Abuja to meet with the predecessor are elder statesmen of Rivers State. The governor is in Rivers State. He hasn't moved any inch to anywhere. It is these elder statesmen of Rivers State origin who are bent on making sure that this state is not set up in flames politically. They are the ones on their way to Abuja. The governor is in town, but we've not heard anything from him. But like I did said, he would ordinarily not want to talk for now. He would not want to talk so that it doesn't look like as if he is not respecting the elders in this state, who ordinarily everyone is expected to give some measure of respect.
Well, thank you for that update, Andy. Of course, you made it clear that things are relatively calm based on the interactions that you've had. But would you say that this peace that Rivers State is experiencing today is one that you're getting a vibe that it's built to last, or is this something that might be, short-lived?
Okay, thank you. It may not last. I am not a prophet of doom, and nobody wants to play the role of a prophet of doom. It may not last if the right things are not done. What are the people yearning for? The people who've had the opportunity of interacting with between late Sunday night when this crisis started brewing and today, all they are saying is that the immediate past governor, who is allegedly breathing through the neck of the incumbent governor, should let him be. That he should be allowed to run this state administratively and otherwise the way it should be. Because informations we are getting from different strata is the fact that the governor, incumbent governor, has really not been given the space to govern this state as it should be 5 to 6 months running. There are a lot of rumors, there are a lot of information that we've gotten. But like you rightly asked, is this peace going to be short-lived? It's ordinarily going to be short-lived if the right thing is not being done. And I think this is the task for elder statesmen in Rivers State who are mediating in this political crisis and every other Rivers person. What do we need to do? The Rivers people need to stand and defend whether the governor or the man who is alleged to be wanting to pull the political strings from the background. But the Rivers people here, from interactions we've had, they said, no, we want to stand with the governor because there can be no two governors at the same time. And so we are for Governor Fubara. All we expect from Governor Fubara is to do the right thing, because even as we are rooting for him, if he does not do the right thing, we are also going to get across to him and make sure that he does not remain in office, because the Rivers State people need, one, development. You have the highest level of unemployment in this state. The people are saying this is an opportunity to allow this governor to do the right thing, put structures in place so that they will bring the high level of unemployment, especially amongst the youth, to the barest minimum.
Right. We certainly do hope that the rule of law and the tenets of democracy remain respected and upheld. That's Arise correspondent Andy Omano live from the Rivers State capital. That's Port Harcourt. Thank you so much for your time.